Violet Fire Cauldron Meditation. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position and relax your body and face muscles. Then place your attention on the Royal Teton Retreat and say, Beloved I Am Presence, Beloved Saint Germain, Lanto, dear Brotherhood of Teton, and beloved Lords of Karma. I humbly ask for the opportunity to participate in the events and light activities of this sacred retreat, these 7 sacred weeks. May I be transported there as soon as I fall asleep each night. I also ask, if allowed, that I can vividly remember what I have learnt and experienced there upon awakening in the morning, and thus consciously use what I have received for the blessings of humanity and all life on this planet. What I ask for myself, I also ask for every student of light who consciously wishes to participate in these events at the Teton and engage in aiding the Ascended Hosts Light projects. I greatly appreciate the grace of the complete transmutation of all our unintended mistakes and all the unwanted burdens we have accumulated over the past 12 months. And I pledge to keep a watchful eye on my feelings, thoughts, and actions for the next 12 months, and thus less pollute my world and the atmosphere of this planet. My beloved I Am Presence and my beloved higher mental body, I thank you for this blessing, and I send, in my name and in the name of every life stream on this planet, my sincerest love and gratitude to all the masters, angels, and divas who render this great service of light to mankind. I rest in the full realization of this call. Thank you so much. Now, send a mental message to the protection angels who will accompany you to the Royal Teton, and tell them that you are ready. Close your eyes or keep them half open. Focus on your I Am Presence above your head, and then on the focus of this presence in your heart. Calm your mental and emotional activity. When you are very relaxed, imagine that the protective angels softly materialize in front of you. One of them touches your heart, and then your finer body moves away from your physical body. The angels hold you by the hands, and you begin to float. And when you realize you are already flying through the planet's atmosphere towards the Teton retreat. Although you move quickly, you still perceive the cities and regions below on the Earth's surface. In a few minutes, you descend in the middle of the valley on a very beautiful platform. Exotic and beautiful flowers adorn the surroundings. Then, with your feet on the ground and walking smoothly, the angels lead you to the gateway. You look at the portal and are surprised by its majesty. Flowers and emblems with symbols adorn it. all made of pure light substance, with light and radiant colours. The portal appears to be made of white marble, but more radiant. The portal expands great light, and from a distance, it looks more like a big star. There are people walking slowly in the surroundings as soft and magnificent music sounds in the ethers. Everyone is dressed in light, simple clothes, but at the same time, extremely elegant. The faces are perfect, and everyone seems to smile and expand a great happiness. As you walk a few meters, a master of light comes to meet you, then greets you with a friendly gesture. You recognize him immediately. You talk and head to the area where the kiosks are placed. They have the purpose of measuring the internal light of each person before they bathe in the flaming lake. This large circular lake of violet fire, built by the Elohim, sits right in the center of this platform. Its waters are sparkling, and along its edge there are thousands of angels of mercy. They are majestic, dressed in white. On the sleeves of their robes, they have bands made of pure condensed violet light. Although they are all dressed in white, their robes are not completely the same. They are all beautiful, but their faces have different shapes, and their hair is also different shades, ranging from very light blonde to light golden brown. They all have deep eyes, but also in different colors: green, blue, violet, and honey-colored eyes. Some resemble feminine expressions, and others are more masculine. All have tall statures between 1.7 and 2.1 meters. All are perfect expressions of divinity. The view from the place is magnificent. The lake of violet fire is in the center of the platform, with the kiosks a few meters from the edge of the lake. And a few meters from these kiosks, we see a divine orchestra. Behind this orchestra, but floating in the ethers, we can see formations of wonderful beings with deep, soft voices. They are part of the choir of the great central sun. A few meters behind this celestial choir, we see the edge of the cauldron capped with balustrades, and from it we can observe all the beauty of this sacred valley. The orchestra is made up of angels, divas, and masters. They carry musical instruments, some known to the outside world and others that have not yet come to our attention. Exactly in the center of the lake, but a few meters above it, floats the majestic Elohim of music, who conducts the orchestra and all concerts during the activity of the Violet Fire Cauldron. The Master draws your attention to one of the kiosks, and then you head there. In every kiosk, there is an assistant of the Lords of Karma, all very kind, with very beautiful and radiant clothes. The assistant talks to you, and you feel very relaxed in his presence. He gently places a measuring instrument close to your heart, and at the same time, it captures the light emitted by your threefold flame at that moment. It looks a lot like the modern cell phone and has a very bright screen. Numbers appear on this screen and a record of your threefold flame. This is immediately transferred to the central system, and then the assistant types in a few numbers, and in front of him appears a very beautiful book, full of light, the book of your own life. He records there your evolution in the last 12-month period. If your light has expanded in the last period, there is hardly any comment. But in a few cases, where a person's light has decreased a lot in the last period, the assistant asks him what happened, if he suffered any trauma or lost his faith in the Creator, and together with the Master, in very sweet words, without any criticism, they give him some tips on how he can recover his vibratory pattern again. Then the protective angels lead you to the edge of the blazing lake and deliver you to the angels of mercy. They hold your arms, and together you enter into the purifying waters of violet fire. A few meters from the shore, they put their hands on your back and head, and you feel very happy. Then they immerse you very gently in the essence of pure violet flame 3 times. Each time you emerge from the lake, you feel lighter. And the 3rd time, great happiness floods your heart. They then hold your arms smoothly and you leave the lake. The light in your aura expands a lot, and you notice sparkling sparks expand from your body in all directions. The protective angels receive you, and soon after, the Master comes to meet you again. And without words, he just touches the region of your 3rd eye with his right thumb. Energetic currents circulate in your body at the same time, from head to toe, 3 times. And a love blessing is etched into your mental and emotional world. This blessing remains with you throughout the year, and you can call it at any time you wish. Without you noticing, the Master disappears, and you find yourself walking alongside the angels to the gateway. A wonderful fragrance of roses flows all over the place. Once again, you look at all this sacred place, and with a heart full of gratitude for the blessing you received and for the assistance of all these divine beings, you exclaim verses of gratitude to God, your beloved I Am Presence, and all these beings of light. Arriving at the platform, the angels hold your arms. You begin to float again, and in a few minutes, you pass through the atmosphere and descend again in front of your physical body. You give thanks for the love and assistance of the protective angels and immediately enter your flesh body again. Your consciousness returns to your normal environment. Your eyes open and you feel refreshed, thankful, and very happy. A ray of love expands from you to all these beings, and before you get up and go about your daily activities, say, Beloved I Am Presence and my higher mental body, thank you for the blessing of transmuting all this unwanted charge. Help me to remember the words of the Master and to be able to call the blessing engraved on my most subtle bodies whenever I need it in this human octave. I am immensely grateful. Have a wonderful day, and remember, during the period of this Violet Fire Cauldron activity at the end of the year, you can return to the valley next to the Teton retreat and bathe in these flaming waters of violet fire as many times as you wish. This activity is extremely purifying, and all the weight of undesirable charges, mistakes made, or things that you have allowed to enter your world unconsciously, with no intention of harming anyone and without malice, can be completely dissolved in this sea of violet fire. Just be careful that during the next year, you do not unconsciously call back these wrongs again, and so carry yourself with the weight that was taken away and consumed during this activity. We're wishing you a very happy new year from our beloved Saint Germain, Elohim, and Brotherhood of the Royal Teton.